we are on a perfect morning, just about to head down to MotoGP. Organised by Dan from Coastal KTM, this adventure is going to take us through the Victorian High Country. The tracks were organised by Adrian, Sparks, and this is just going to be unreal. Can't wait. We had a few KTM 690s, a Husky 701, an old 990, and even Sparks on his massive 1290. Sparks loaded up our GPS and we were off. First track through a rim bar. At this point I think we lost about 4 people already. And within 15 minutes we had our first disaster. Good on you, Dan. You alright?
Have you ever seen someone so intelligent? He straps a two-way to here and puts a mic in his backpack.
Sparks, you're right. I've never seen anyone as intelligent as Dan. After Rimba, we made our way to St Albans. This backtrack to St Albans is a great easy track. Except if you're on the rear brake a bit too much. Hey Sparks! From St Albans we headed up Wheelbarrow Ridge to Bilpin. Holy man, how'd you go up there?
This is a shortcut. How did you get that in there? 990 in its natural habitat.
After that slight incident from Jace and his big 990, we're on our way again. Now remember, slow down a bit, Jace. Heading through Janolan Caves, a few backtracks. We're on our way to Coralga for our first night's accommodation. Today was a nice easy ride, nice easy tracks. Just the way we like it. Apparently. And here we find Dan racing to the Kalmong River. Wonder why. Geez, I hope I don't get wet boots here. Hey Dan, what are you doing down there? What? No, mate, you're meant to be pulling the rocks out of there, not putting them in there. Hey Troy, watch out for that rock that Dan put in. Look out! Oh! Good on you, Dan! Now go and help the guy. Who needs friends when Dan's around? Good job, mate. Go Sparks on the 1290. Now Dan managed to rope a couple of awesome guys in, Scotty and Daryl. They were driving a van with the trailer, just in case we had some incidents. Thankfully we haven't needed them yet. Day 2, and we're off to Ingeegoodbee. Nice easy ride, head from Taralga, the back of Canberra through the Brindabellas, and through Anaminaby and the back of Ingeegoodbee. It's going to be an awesome day. Sparks had organised an absolutely awesome route. Sparks' route was so good, no one in their right mind would detour off it. Now Dan and Rob, they were taking turns riding the 690 and the 790. The weird thing is every time I looked and it was easy tracks, Dan was on the 790. And then when they got a little bit harder, for some reason Dan was back on the 690. He tells me it wasn't a plan. I call bullshit.
Looks straight ahead of you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very big tree down there.
Can we get around it?
How far down is it?
We'll go and have a look, eh?
Our first obstacle. Now this is going to be exciting. This is what we're here for.
Do you reckon we get up there?
Of course I'm getting up there.
Not there! Where are you going?
Hang on, I'll climb.
Jason to the rescue. Go Jason. And here comes Troy. He's new to adventure riding, but he's given it as much as he can give. Watch that tree there, Troy. There you got it. First challenge done. And what do I do after a challenge? I have a feed. What else does anyone do after a challenge? We're making our way through the Brindabellas towards Long Plain. This was a nice easy main trail. Now I spent a bit of time in the Victorian High Counttry and don't really remember seeing any wild brumbies. But far out, all the way through back of Brindabellas and Long Plain, I can't believe how many brumbies we saw. Hundreds of brumbies. These brumbies were almost impossible to pass. I got no idea how I'm going to get past them. That's how you get past them? On a 1290. Go Sparks! Long Plain really needs to be seen to be appreciated. You got the mountains on each side and a massive valley that runs through the centre. Unbelievable. Geez, by this point coming into Ingeegoodbee, I was absolutely hanging for a cold beer. It's been a long day. But before a beer, I need a shower. Man, it's been a long, hot day. Come on, seriously! How else am I meant to wash my clothes and dry them? Bloody perverts! Here we are, in Ingeegoodbee, on a Tuesday. Should be a nice quiet day. Clockwise here we got Daryl, Jason, Scotty, Troy and Sparks.
There's nighttime shenanigans. Is that what you're here for now, Mal? Nighttime shenanigans. Old Lanky. Troy the newbie. Mr. Spark. Magic Spark.
It's Tuesday. Now, have you ever met a guy that deliberately wants to get into a pub fight? Well, if you haven't, here he is. Don't even ask me why. Now we left Ingeegoodbee and started to head down the Barry Way. We're heading for Dargo. This is going to be a nice easy ride with one slight detour to a lookout.
You know we're taking a diversion maybe down here of Mel's.
Oh, are we?
Mel's not in front by then, we'll pull up down to the Victorian border. There should be a sign there, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And let Mel fucking lead because it's not far after that. He's going to take us up to supposed to be a good lookout.
Yeah, okay.
So,
What do you mean, supposed to be a good lookout, Sparks? Mate, I've been up there. It's an easy ride and it's an awesome lookout. Yeah, I took my big KTM 500 up there. Seemed to get up there alright. Now here we were heading towards the lookout on the Ingeegoodbee Track. I've been to this lookout before. It's a little bit difficult getting up, but it was way worth it. But this time we thought, well, maybe we could just take like a shortcut and then meet, you know, Sparks and Rob on the other side. Now we might even beat them there. Shortcuts are always way quicker. And besides, how hard can it be? Now, whoops, I totally missed that sign when going up the track. You see, tracks in the Victorian High Country, they're rated E for easy, M for medium difficulty, a D for difficult, and apparently there's an X with 2 diamonds on it. which is for extreme. Who would have known? Now remember, I've been up here before on a massive KTM 500, and I got up there, so, you know, how hard can it be, right? How hard?
You're good?
So you can start all rocks way up there?
Yep.
I've binned it up there.
Okay. You're good though?
Yeah, I'm just slippery, that's all, hey. But it's stored and I was fucked.
Yep. Have a bit of a rest.
Fuck, I had to put it in here to get it down, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, this could be a bit.
Yep. Yep.
Now all I've got to do is get up here, then walk back down, and then help Troy with his bike up. Do it easy, mate, do it easy. And here goes Jason on his big 990. Now that guy can put that 990 anywhere we can put the 690, he said. Go! He can even put it on the ground, exactly the same way we can put a 690.
Yeah.
Go Jace!
One, two, three.
Now Jace, this is how you get a 690 up this hill. Alright, these 690s are nothing like 990s. Jesus Christ, Dan, get out of the way! Far out!
Fuck, sorry, Mel. Fuck! Fucking fuck!
It's got some action!
Fuck!
Thankfully it was smooth sailing from now on. No more hills, just the lookout. Bring it on! Now if you notice there's not really as many people up here as what we started out with. There's a good reason for that. You see, Sparks and Rob, they're the clever ones. They didn't come.
Bit fucking harder than I remember it.
You know what I was thinking, how much of this we got?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh really?
I'm not sure, like, we'll just see how we go.
Now we're heading over the other side. And poor Troy the newbie, he was a little bit worried what we might encounter on the other side. I don't know, like, really, how bad can it be? I mean, surely, like, getting up was a little bit hard, but surely, like, it's downhill, isn't it? Well, this was a little bit steeper than I thought it might be, but I mean, we don't have to come back up it.
Whoops.
You're testing us.
Fuck yeah. Sparks will be waiting a while.
I think at this point Troy was probably thinking, what the hell am I doing here following these complete idiots? But that's all part of the adventure, isn't it? You know, exploring new tracks, taking shortcuts, going up to lookouts. That's why we got these bikes, isn't it? Now I'm sure you can't tell on this video, but this was one of the steepest sections so far. I really didn't want to have to ride back up that.
Whose idea was this now?
You reckon I try to ride it?
It looks like there might be a little hole in the middle. That's all I'm sort of worried about.
Yeah.
Because there's some big rocks over the other side, but they're fairly deep.
Oh, come on, Dan. Deep schmeep. Give it a go, mate. Look at that. Harley even got wet boots. Go, Jace, on the big 990. Troy on the 690. Oh shit. Oh jeez. Have a swim.
I know. I'm so tempted.
Once we got over there, we realised that was the drop that cracked his case. I was carrying some metal putty. Not a problem, mate. We can fix it. You know, it's an adventure. It's all good.
The top.
Oh, so you went to the top and went back down?
Yep.
Back the other way?
How do you feel about this adventure riding stuff?
I want to get back on food.
You got it, Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. The putty worked and we're off again. Were you pushing? The track started to get a little bit harder, and I think the boys started to worry. It's all good. On the left hand side, it's a good campground. You know, that's if we had to spend the night up here. And honestly, I was looking at these areas as campgrounds. It was getting late, and the progress we were making through here was a lot slower than I thought.
That X is bad.
Yep.
You said far from the road though.
Yep.
Maybe it's a game. Or do you know what X means?
I know, it's a double diamond. This is a D difficult with a diamond around it. The other one has an X with 2 diamonds.
Oh, fuck.
So there's an M before it and an M after it.
Alright, speed around.
Anyway,
It's not a very long section though.
it mustn't be. It's just down a fjord, like it says like this sort of thing. So maybe it's just getting down and back up.
And at this point, shit was getting real. I had no idea that this was an X double diamond track until that point. Now Dan and I decided to ride ahead just a little bit, just to see what we're in for.
Shit.
As it turns out, things weren't good. was getting late in the afternoon. It was around about 4:30 and we still hadn't got out of here. It was going to be a late ride into Dargo. And ladies and gentlemen, here is that Double Diamond X track. Let's try to turn it into we figured a little bit of track maintenance will make it a bit easier for the 990 and Troy on the 690 to get up. They shouldn't be that far behind us.
What are you doing?
So after waiting at the top for about half an hour, 45 minutes, we figured we better make our way back down and go and find Jason and Troy. I think at this point it was around 5 o'clock.
I've just come too far.
Yeah,
The front just rolled over here.
I was worried about this actually. I was worried about going down here.
I really didn't want to go down here, especially knowing we'd have to get back up it all over again. But we were both a little bit worried. Where was Jason? Where was Troy?
For Christ's sake.
They surely should have made it this far by now.
Are you there?
Just beeping the horn, no one answered.
Fuck. Alright. Yep.
So they weren't at the last spot where we saw them. We had no choice but to keep going back. Still looking for them. We couldn't figure out where did they go. Going back down here and the thought about coming back up, oh, it was just a nightmare. Now it's been a long day and fatigue was really starting to set in. It was starting to get late. It was around about 6-ish. And then this happened. Things have just gone from bad to worse. And we still couldn't find Jason and Troy. We were searching maybe an hour and a half. It was starting to get late and we just had to make a decision. We had no choice but to make our way out of here. try to get some phone signal, try to contact Troy and Jace, and try to see where they were. But we had to get out of here. We couldn't work out where Jason and Troy had gone. It's one track. Where did they go? I mean, Dan's only theory was that a Yowie had taken them. I mean, at one point he thought a Yowie had taken me when I crashed the bike. Fuck.
Whoa! Nearly!
Now it was about 8 o'clock in the evening. Yep, daylight savings. We're heading to Omeo to get some petrol, and from there we're going to head to Dargo. We still had no idea where Troy and Jason were. We called ahead to the guys at Dargo and they hadn't heard from them either. Man, we were worried, but what are we going to do? What can we do? We looked everywhere. Once we got to Dargo, we found out what happened. The track was hard and the guys turned around, made a decision to head back the other way. They managed to get out on one bike, but the 990 was left behind. I think everyone was just glad that they managed to get out of there all in one piece and no one was hurt. What an unbelievable day.
Oh well, thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
30 at night, day 3 was finally done. Let's hope day 4 is going to be easier.
This is the hardest ride I've done, but fuck, my mind was wandering, I tell you.
Yeah.